Okay. First off, my name is B-Rag. My street name is B-Rag, like a blue rag. In the joint, I'm known as B-Rag. My real name, though, is Bradford Garrett. I've been down 29 years since I've been 17 years old. I
Damn.
want to first take time, Saucy, to thank you for your time, man, and thank you for allowing us to, get on here with you and, express a little bit of our feelings or just, vent a little bit. So I told Shelly C I want to first thank you for that. Man, y'all come from a great line of people, man. Pooh, my nigga, I knew them growing up, you know what I'm saying? So I kind of knew y'all a little bit. I seen y'all. I'm a little bit young. I'm 46, you know what I'm saying? But like I said a minute ago, I've been locked up
Yeah.
29 years. I want to tell a brief story about karma, though, and how
Yeah, yeah.
karma get your ass if you don't do the right thing by it. Okay, the years might not be intact, and I ain't gonna say too many names. I ain't gonna say people names, but mine, because a couple people I don't want to implicate, but there's a couple people that was involved in this. Okay, I once was in part of an organization, GDs and all that. I once was part of that years ago. I'm no longer in that stuff no more. I'm trying to get out of prison. I got 4 years left. Now, some
Yeah.
years ago, we was at Michigan City. I want to say it probably was around 2015, something like that, 2015. During that time, I haven't seen my mother in 5 years. Man, y'all OG, rest in peace. But during this time, my mama was gone. I haven't seen her for 5 years. She had moved to California, and she really wasn't coming back and forth to Indiana. So during this time, one of my guys, we're going to call him Sin, pulled to my cell and said, hey, man, I got a lick for us to hit. I've been a bad guy a long time, Saucy. I'm trying to change my ways. I've been a bad guy, robbing people, doing little things like that, taking people's phones and selling it back to them, things like that.
Right.
So it was an individual who had been cooking food on our range. And my guy come and give me, say, hey, man, I got a lick we can hit. I got a robbery we can do. Got a cell full of food, got a phone to get all this stuff. We need it. We don't got nothing. So I kind of pondered on it a little bit because I kind of wasn't wanting to do that stuff no more. And I did need it because I was in debt and I wasn't going to commissary that week. So we went in there, went into the guy's cell. I think he's kind of older Mexican dude. He got the hollering, screaming and everything. We had to slam him down, got to choke him up a little bit, tell him to be quiet. So in the midst of the robbery, one of my so-called guys in the room next door heard what's going on. He runs out the room, running, yelling, thinking he was next. He running, telling everybody what we was doing because he thought he was next. We he's supposed to be my guy during this time. We weren't even thinking about him. But guilty conscience is a terrible thing. He was guilty for some of the things he was doing on the low under the table we didn't know nothing about. So he ran around telling people about the robbery. So nevertheless, we bribe the dude, we get hundreds of dollars commissary, get the phone, we take his grill, he like deep fry food and things like that. So, now let me say this also. Never once, except this time, have I ever had a package in prison before anybody else. And during this time, one of my guys had a mule, and he had moved a whole bunch of tobacco. Now, during this time, cans of tobacco was one of the most highest commodities. Right now in prison, it's probably sheets of paper, platoon, stuff like that. But during that time, it was cans of tobacco. So my dude had gave me for free 3 cans and told me to clear my debts and get out of. But what he didn't know, Saucy, was I had already committed that robbery a couple days before that. The robbery happened on a Friday. He gave me that stuff like on a Monday. So he come into the building to bring me tobacco. While he giving me the tobacco, the COs, the officers start yelling over the intercom my name. They yelling my name over the intercom. I didn't know what it was at first, so I didn't just go down there. So people start coming in from outside saying, hey man, they looking for you and Sin for that robbery. They just took Sin to jail from rape. They looking for you too. And now in Michigan City, they can lock your door from the outside with these red mechanical locks that you need a key to get open. So I couldn't actually get back into my cell and get stuff out of there. I couldn't throw nothing in there. So during this time, so I was running around the cell house selling tobacco to people, selling cigarettes. And I was taking the money and having them throw it in the room, throw it in my room. So it kind of looked crazy, like I had just committed the robbery that day, and I had a room full of food from my bed on my floor. People just going to my room, throwing the food in there, and coming to the cell I was hiding at, getting the tobacco. So when the police and other people came to my cell, they looked in there thinking that the robbery had already happened that day. It had already been happening. So nevertheless, I finally got one of the females, lieutenants, get to yelling my name in the cell house, saying they're gonna lock everybody down if I don't show up, and they're gonna lock the cell house down and come looking for me, cell to cell. So I finally go down there. Let me say this first. I kind of taped real good a couple of them cans to me, you know what I'm saying, to my private area, so I can go to lockup with them. Well, I got through and everything. So let me tell you where karma come in at. During this time, bro, one of my sister's baby daddies had overdosed on some drugs and died.
Dang.
So during this time, my mother had to come from California to Indianapolis for the funeral. Well, she was only going to be there for like 5 days. And the sad thing about it was that you had to, where I was at on lockup, you would have to schedule your visit 7 days before you had one. So not only have I still, this is 2025. I still haven't seen my mother since 2008,
Dang.
17 years. And I was able to see her in 2013. I was almost able to see her, but due to me getting in trouble from this frivolous, stupid robbery that I did, I still count years, 17 years now, I haven't seen my mother and could have seen her if I probably wouldn't have hit that robbery, man. So this
Dang.
is a message to all, man. Do the right thing, man. You know what I mean? Because when you do wrong, you get wrong. Here it is. I'm at 46 years old. Your brother can tell you I just knocked somebody out a couple of days ago, and I just fought the police today. And I've
Damn.
never